Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Zalay. It is currently 3:12 a.m. As I'm recording this, and I figured that I would make a video on the process of how I made my Sonic short submission. Now, I'm currently making another video to come after this, explaining what I'm up to, what I'm working on, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy this. So here is the process of how I did it. And I'm not gonna lie with you guys, this was extremely tedious because I was procrastinating for almost a year. Like I'm not even kidding, like a year. Now what makes this all the more stupid is that I was one of the first people in it, or at least to be invited into it, and I started June of last year, right? Now I started June of last year. Now you might be like, what, it took you a year to make it? No. I waited until this month, this June, to make it. And essentially, at the beginning, I was doing something on classic Sonic, and I was gonna make some funny short about the good old classic Sonic. What I don't care. But I ended up changing my mind, and one of my favorite Sonic games being Sonic and Secret Rings. Now I know it doesn't have a good rep. I know people hate the game, but I just wanted to do something cool with it because I like the aesthetic and I like the feel. So I was like, let me get to work. Now the thing is, the deadline was the 13th, and it was like what? June 1st? I procrastinated for so long that I didn't realize the deadline was so close. So, I kid you not, I was animating day and night. Okay, well maybe not day and night. I was even animating at school. Like, I'm not kidding. I have an animation class, or I had an animation class at school, and we had Adobe Animate on the computers. I would go to my school Google Drive and upload the literal file and color it in class. I'm not kidding. Like, I was driven to finish this, and luckily I was able to. But here are the phases of, what I was going through while I was making it. So here's my Sonic design. It's pretty straightforward and it's inspired by the art style of Sonic Riders, which I personally think is one of the best art styles the Sonic franchise has to offer, but, we never saw it ever again. But anyways, moving on to Shara. She was also very fun to design. Mommy! However, I accidentally forgot to draw her whole ass arm, so that's that, but we're just gonna ignore that. And then moving on to the Golem. Now Sonic and Shara were easy to design, but the Golem, well, I looked at the boss and I was like, what is that? What am I supposed to do here? So I looked at the 3D model and I was even more horrified, so I decided to do some color, whatever I did, I don't even know, color blocking? Something like that. And I made it easier for me to color while animating. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. So the very first rough sketch of the animation wasn't even really a sketch. In general, my animations aren't I don't really sketch on my animations. Like, I do, but then I just go and clean up the sketches. And that applies to my art too, except with my art I don't even sketch, I just draw. Like, I just freeform. And the reason being, now I'm kind of going off track, but when I first started doing digital art, I remember I was having fun sketching and the sketch would look amazing. And then I'll do the line art and it looked like butt cheeks. So I was like, you know what? I'm never sketching ever again. And I just started drawing without sketching, and over time, I low-key was just able to master the art of just, freestyling it. And this also started happening with my animation. So with this animation, considering the deadline was so close, I did what I had to do and I made the sketch the final. Because my sketch was my final, process of animating this was pretty straightforward. But I will say one of the techniques I did use a lot while making this was pose to pose and straight ahead. Well, kind of combining them. Everything else was easy to animate, but when I finally got to the part where Sonic was dodging the missiles, that was where it got a bit tedious. But I just utilized both of those techniques to create something new without making it feel too inconsistent. Because I'm not gonna lie, animating that many missiles was not fun, but I did it. There were some more parts of the animation I wanted to add, but they overstayed their welcome. Even though they were funny, they just overstayed their welcome. And I lost the file for what it looked like because I had animated it. But to sum it up, essentially Sonic fell into lava and tripped over his shoe. And afterwards it was awkward silence and the Golem would look at Shara. And this is the dialogue that would happen.
So, can I smash? Yeah, for sure. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I kind of had a field day with that one, but did not end up keeping it. So basically, that was all for scrapped parts of the animation. But now it's time to get into the stages of how I composited it. Well, I'm not actually going to tell you guys because I'm a D1 gatekeeper. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys how it looked before and how it looked after. So once I finished coloring, I was ready to composite. But I looked at the original boss, and the entire stage is just kind of like piss yellow. So I didn't really know what to do. So I went to the color points of the animation and I matched it up to what the boss looked like. But I still added my own flair where it would kind of have like a reddish and orange tint to it. And over time, as I added more effects, it slowly, turned into the final product. One last thing for the animation is that I also sampled how it started from the game soundtrack, and I chopped it up and added a bunch of jungle drums over it, and I also had fun making that song. The full song's on my other YouTube channel called Zelen Music, so if you want to go check out the full song, there it is, but I'll put a snippet of it right here. And that's about it for the video. That's really just the steps to how I made it. I'm sorry if it was kind of vague or unclear because my process is very unorthodox when I make animations or art, and I kind of just have fun with it. That's my ultimate goal with art. And let me know if you guys just want to see like more content like this or just more videos breaking down how I make things, and just let me know. But hope everyone stays safe. Thank you for watching and just have a good one. More videos coming soon, by the way, on what I'm doing. So stay posted. I'm out. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't script this video whatsoever. Like I just went off the dome.